Hello, this is Fred. I'm reviewing this Greenworks mower that I've been trying out for a little bit over a month, somewhere around that at this point. I love the thing, but I want to go through this. And first off, I am an Amazon Vine reviewer, but I did not get this as part of the Vine program. I purchased this. I went with Greenworks because I had a plug-in Greenworks rototiller that I bought at a home store years ago, and it was exceeded my expectations. So, in evaluating the brands, I went with it. So first I'm going to talk about the batteries. So the side of this actually does say that it's this 40 max. So this was really, really confusing to me when you're trying to figure out what tools you can use your batteries in, because that's a big part of the investment. On Greenworks site, they make the statement any 40 volt will work in any 40 volt tool, regardless if it says G max on it or max. The batteries that I received, which are in here, they don't say, well, they say max on them, but they don't say G max. But according to Greenworks on their site, any 40 volt tool. So what you do is you charge up the batteries and you put them in here. And then the only way to know what power level you have is to press this. And I actually was using this, and it basically dropped down 1 bar. This one is fully charged. And I'll talk about, the performance that I had and show you my yard to try to give you a good run through there. The way it works, though, is you can operate this with one battery. It can be in any slot, and the mower is actually just going to completely consume that battery. If you have 2 batteries in there, it will completely consume one battery, move on to the next. One criticism I have of it, when it fully exhausts both batteries, there's no way for you to know it's about to die. It's just going to stop on you, or after you stop and try to start it, it won't start. So that's just one minor criticism, but don't think too much about that. So once the batteries are in here, if you do operate it and the batteries actually go dead, it will take at least 3 hours to charge each battery. One little tip, let them cool a little bit before you put them in the charger. That's very destructive for lithium batteries to charge it when they're hot. Okay? So I'm going to show you a couple features about this. First off, the drive system. This was very unclear for me, and you can actually operate the drive system without operating the mower, just to give you a demo of that. So this bar right here, when you release this lever, which is the position I have it in, by pushing on here, it's kind of like a gravity thing, it engages the drive. That's the speed you get for the drive. It's nice and easy. It's a little bit slower than I would like, so you can kind of get an idea of it looking there. Now, in order to engage the mower, take a look at this grass. This is about how it typically would be when I cut it. Maybe I would normally wait for it to be a bit longer. I've really been maintaining my lawn this spring, trying to get in shape. I overseeded it. So this is pretty typical. It is actually a little bit on the damp side. I'm not sure if you're going to see that, but you can see my shoes are actually a little bit wet from a little bit of mowing, and the wheels are. But in order to engage this, and I'm going to try to do this with one hand, you push this down and you pull this lever towards you. So now the motor kicks on, and then I can do the auto dry, or I can just push it manually. So it basically you can have a height adjustment right here and control that, and you can see actually the cut. The bagger, I had just emptied it, kind of goes on like this, and the quality of the bagging and the pickup of it is quite exceptional. It will always fill the bag. It doesn't even clog when it's damp or tall, and what it does is it comes right out of the chute, right there. And then it fills the bagger, and it has like a lot of, ventilation here. So it doesn't clog, and it leaves this area undone. So I'm just going to operate it without the bagger and show you a couple things. When you actually do engage the drive system or the cutting, both of those are variable speed. So the drive has a variable speed as well as the cutting. So it has some way that actually senses, how fast the motor has to go. So it does that automatically, so it must be something based on how hard it's working or something along those lines. So what I have found is my yard around the back, the side, that collectively is about 4,000 square feet. This area right here, probably about 7,000. Down by the street, probably about 3,000. So very mixed terrain. So if you add that all up, I have about 14,000 square feet. I would say that with the lawn with this thickness, I would probably get about 9,000 square feet. Okay, so those are probably the key points that might help you in making a decision. All for all, I have no regrets whatsoever. It's really exceeds all of my expectations. Hopefully it's going to be around a while, and I'll put some more information in my review. So hopefully that was helpful. Goodbye.